الحمد لله رب العالمين. نحمدك اللهم سبحانك كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. نحمدك اللهم آناء الليل وأطراف النهار معترفين بسلطانك حامدين شاكرين لنعمائك. ندعو الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يديم علينا نعمه ظاهرة وباطنة، وأن يلهمنا العزم والعزيمة والصبر والثبات على أن نحمده على تلك النعماء. اللهم آمين. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، يحيي ويميت وهو حي لا يموت، وهو على كل شيء قدير، شهادة قامت بها السماوات والأرض. ندعو الله سبحانه وتعالى ألا يحرمنا إياها لحظة لقائه. اللهم آمين. وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه، أدى الأمانة وبلغ الرسالة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة، وتركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. اللهم اجزه عنا خير ما تجزي به مرسلا ونبيا. اللهم شفعه فينا شفاعة لا نعذب بعدها أبدا. اللهم اسقنا من حوضه شربة لا نظمأ بعدها أبدا. اللهم آمين. محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم طب القلوب ودواؤها، وعافية الأبدان وشفاؤها، ونور الأبصار وضياؤها. صلى عليك الله يا علم الهدى، ما هبت النسائم وما ناحت على الأيك الحمائم. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, our sons and daughters, the future of Islam, inshaAllah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma Ameen. This Tuesday of this week, we said goodbye to our lunar year, Al-Aam Al-Hijri 1439. Farewell that one. And in Wednesday we welcomed another one, 1440. Another lunar year, عام هجري آخر، وكلها أيام وشهور وسنين تنقضي من أعمارنا. All of those days and weeks and months and years has been subtracted from our life. A lot of people, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, all over the Muslim world have celebrated that new year, no doubt about it. Recognize it, no doubt about it. Be happy about having another one, no doubt about it. But to us Muslims nowadays, especially nowadays, it is not only a matter of celebrating, only a matter of recognizing, only a matter of being happy to receive and welcome another Hijri year, another lunar year in our life. But most importantly, when we welcome another year and celebrate it and recognize it, be happy about it, we Muslims, we have to think deeply about 1 year to pass and another year to welcome, in terms of what did we do last year? How did we perform our life? In everything. Like what we do in our workplace, in our employment, in our business, in our schooling. We looked at what we have done so far. And you have a very precise, sincere, accurate assessment and evaluation to what you have done. And this would enable us to look at the present time to help us to plan for the future. And this is the beauty of our deen. the deep thinking of our deen. It is not just a day to farewell a year and welcome another year and that's it. No. It is that wonderful lessons and reflections, what we have done, what we have accomplished, what we have seriously did in that year, and what is missing, what we're planning to do in the future, as exactly as Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam did. And we'll see in details, inshaAllah Rabbil Alameen. To take Hijrah to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam from Mecca to Al-Madinah as a wonderful lesson to reflect and to understand and to plan ahead of time, as he sallallahu alayhi wasallam did, especially when it comes to that great and a wonderful word, planning. At-takhtit, planning for your life in each and every aspect of it. In business we do plan, in studying we do plan, in planning for specific projects to be done with in our workplace, we plan. Why not in our deen as well? This is missing. That's why inshaAllah Rabbil Alameen will spend those few coming weeks in order to look at that planning aspect of our life for our deen, in order to benefit from that hijrah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam from Mecca to Al-Madinah. And in order to have a very precise planning, we look at the past and have, again, as I said, a good, precise, great assessment to what we have done, what we missed, what we're planning the year before to accomplish but we couldn't, the reasons, benefit from the past, looking at Al-Madi, not to keep confined with Al-Madi, with the past, no, to benefit from it, to add to the present as well as to the future, as we all do in many things in our life. So here when we talk about the hijrah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, look at it this way. What happened before the hijrah? During those 13 years in Mecca, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam received the wahy, the revelation from Allah, almost half of the Quran. They spent 13 years in Mecca. What happened during those 13 years? And then that very short time, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam planned for the hijrah, to leave Mecca and go to Al-Madinah. What precisely the plan for that hijrah? What did he do? Exactly with whom and how and why, and a very, very precise planning for what he did sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then after hijrah, once he sallallahu alaihi wasallam arrived to Al-Madinah, the new place, the new place where the first Islamic state would be established, along with Muhajirin, those who migrated from Mecca, with Ansar, the settlers of Al-Madinah, and how they established the first state there in order for him to live only 14 years with them, total 23 years during that da'wah, during that risala, the mission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then we'll have a very good, precise evaluation and assessment for what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam accomplished. And the question would be, can we do the same or similar, or learn from that hijrah for today, living here also in a land of welcoming us or applying to come into it, either refugees or immigrant or new resident and citizen of this country, what he did sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina, and what we're doing here also in Al-Madinah, but Medina Minneapolis, or the city of Minneapolis, or the state of Minnesota, or in the United States of America, where we're having, alhamdulillah, many million Muslims. We have to learn. And if we don't, I'm afraid to say that, wallahi, we're wasting our time. we're really wasting our time. Some people would say, no, I'm not wasting my time. I'm done with my education. I'm employed. I earn good money. And I'm doing this and that, so I accomplish a lot of things. I say, good for you. But this is a little tiny thing of the whole life. Life is not only education, job, being employed, promoted, earning money, even married, and having kids, and that's it. No, a life of a Muslim, much deeper than that, more important than that, more precise than that. We have a lot of things to do here in this country, especially living in America. Can I be more specific? Wallahi, this country needs us Muslims. It does. Because we have Islam. And we have the planning. And we have good people. And we have human resources. And we have the sincerity. And we have the dedication. We're coming here to develop, to participate, to help, to contribute. This is our main mission. Any land we are as Khalifatullah fil ard. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent us. All mankind, subhanallah ya rabbil alamin. Inni ja'alun fil ard khalifa. You'll be here to represent Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His deen, in His message, in Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sunnah, in order to bring people not by force. No. Reach out for them, come to the best ever in each and every single part of your life. This is us. If you were planning and you already here just to be employed and make money and live, you did nothing. Precisely. Some people would argue with me, no, Allah, I finished my education. I did a good employment, and I had a good money, and I have been promoted, and I have established my family, and I have a wife, and I have children, and I'm happy. I said, no. Go reassess your life again and see what is missing. What is missing? What we should be adding into it. That's why we're learning from that al-hijrah al-mubarakah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ya Rasulullah. In Mecca, first part we have to look at, and I have shared with you this several times, almost every year. I would share with you the same thing. But here what we will be adding, it is just, did we have a good precise assessment to the previous year? The Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to learn, and then planning for the future. Maybe you forgot, because it was a whole year. And maybe you forgot to do what we're supposed to do. In Mecca, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, receiving the revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as I said, almost half of the Quran came to him, inviting people from within, even within his own tribe, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his own relatives, his own people, including his uncles and this and that. Come to one word, the first pillar of Islam, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth, only one. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. There is no one worthy of worship. You do not take any partner associated with him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's one word. Allah alone. And then Rasulullah is the messenger of Allah and the prophet and the seal of all prophets and messengers. Once sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he reached out for people saying that statement, that shahada, to people around him, say, wait a minute. What are you saying? Worshipping only one God? How about those 360 idols, gods, inside the Kaaba we're worshipping? You wanted us to get rid of all of these, and only you said one worthy worship at Tawheed? No, you must be crazy. You lost your mind, Muhammad. You're not from among us. We do not have the honor to consider you as one of us. Wallahi, literally, You lost your mind, you're idiot, you're moron, you're crazy. Say something. Literally, from day one, from day one. Though they know, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he never lied. The honest, the faithful among them, yet, especially the second part, I am Rasulullah. I am the Prophet of Allah. I am the Messenger of Allah. But who are you? We have, we have Abu Jahl, and we have Abu Lahab, and we have Abu Talib, and we have Abu Sufyan. We have all of those prominent figures in Arabia. They are our leaders. Leaders. Even your grandfather, Abdul Muttalib. But you, Muhammad, see something. Think of yourself almost the same situation when you're dealing with some people around you and say, Wallahi, I'm a Muslim and we worship Allah alone. We do not take any partners or associates with him. And Muhammad is his messenger and his prophet. Are you not Jesus? No. He's a prophet. I believe in him, yeah. But Muhammad is the last one. Who taught you this? Are you coming from that third world country where they taught you nonsense and they are sharing this with you? You say, no. Think about it. They do not say it literally to us. You're crazy or you're idiot or you lost your mind. A bunch of those extremists, they came to this country to apply Sharia and to take us away from our deen, from our church, from our synagogue, and so on. It happens. So be extra careful and wise when you reach out for people as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anyhow, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never stopped calling for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asking people to come to him. Few. Can you imagine? Wallahi akhwa. Sometimes when I think about this issue, I say, Ya Allah, this is Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Prophet and the Messenger. And this is almost half of the Quran in his hands, and in his heart, and in his soul, and in his mind. And couldn't even convince or win the hearts of even 100 people in 13 years. It's so amazing. It gives us a wonderful lesson. Whatever it takes you to be the best ever, to have the best business ever, to have the best education ever, to have the best employment ever, whatever it takes you, keep struggling and striving and never give up. Whatever it takes. Yeah, here's Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, half of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in his support. Winning the hearts of people, not even reaching 100. Who am I when I'm doing something? Learn from those wonderful lessons. Learn from it. And for a reason and for wisdom, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to tell us that da'wah, that risala, that mission of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wasn't that easy to convince people to come forward. Yet later, the fruits was so wonderful and so great. When I deal with numbers, when I share with you. So now Muhammad, no. Muhammad, you are one of the poorest of the poor people here. You must need some money, and that's why you're saying something. To maybe buy with what you're saying some money or having some support. We'll give you money. We have money. We're filthy rich. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sallallahu alaihi wasallam one of the poorest of the poor. No doubt about it. No doubt. And now money is a magic tool. You can buy the consciousness of some people, wallahi, with a very miserable price. Wallahi. This will hire you to be our informant. Just tell us about what's going on in your masjid. tell us about your Imam. What is going on there? Why they are having this? Why they are, okay, we'll hire you. And some people, wallahi, accept the deal. Why not? Why not? The other day when I knew there was someone in here in this measure, I said, wallahi, you don't have to give yourself a hard time. What I am saying has been videotaped. I will give you a copy. Or check the YouTube and have everything and share it with whom ever you would like to. Subhanallah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam telling them, keep your money, keep your wealth. I'm not in need for that. I don't need it. It is not the money, akhwa. Wallahi. If you're working so hard, 24/7, in order to earn money to live a happily life, and you did not find it, try to find out what is missing. Where are you from Allah? Not the money, wallahi. It is not the wealth. No. It's how far you are from Allah, how close you are to Allah. Little money, but you're very, very close to Allah. A lot of blessings, barakah in your money. A lot of money, you do not find that happiness and that pleasure. I can't even sleep. It means we're away from Allah. Al-Mal. Okay, Muhammad, we understand you're afif. You have the dignity. You're not looking for money. Okay, we understand. You're young and you're so ambitious. You would love to have that prestigious ranking among us because look at him, he is such and such, and look at him, he is such and such. How about if we hire you as our king? High position in the community of Mecca, and all the tribes would point finger to you and say, oh, here's our king. Believe it or not, all of those ranking positions nowadays, as if I'm speaking, have been sold also. And they have been bought by idiots. May Allah forgive me to say that. You want to be the Malik, or stay, we'll tell you what to do. Monarchy system, do whatever we're telling you to do. We secure you, provide you with the safety and security and the planning and the money and the income and the resources. Don't worry, but just be Al-Malik, Al-Amir, Al-Wazir, Al-Ra'is. I am not in a position to mention any country or any name, but you know. For Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, wallahi, I'm not interested in that. Being a king among all of you, I'm just a humble person. What I have, some revelation from Allah, and La ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah, that's it. Okay. Money you're not accepting, position you're not accepting, as we said it earlier, and you did not believe us, you lost your mind, Muhammad. Marid, Majnoon, you lost your mind, you're idiot, you cannot think right. But it's okay, that's fine. We'll find you the best therapist ever, the best doctors ever, not only in Arabia, but outside Arabia, anywhere we'll take you to them, and they will provide you with the good treatment, with the medication, with everything, and you'll be the best. But that La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, put it aside. Allah, many scholars here in this country and somewhere else, subhanallah rabbil alameen, the same accusation. You no longer think right. We'll find you somewhere. We'll send you to Germany. We'll send you to America. We'll send you to Mayo Clinic, Rochester. We'll send you to England. There they have the treatment that they would They would program you well. And you come back and for Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, مال وملك وجنون. No, I'm not in need. Though easily, wallahi, for a lot of people to accept one of them, or even half of it, or even 1/4 of it, or 10% of it, it would be the best among them and it would serve the mission they are planning for. But for Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, no, it is Allah and it is the Quran and that's it. Think of you as a Muslim, what you can do and for how much, or what you cannot do and for how much. Think about it, as Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did, alayhi afdal salatu wassalam. They exhausted all the means to convince Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to give up Islam and then do whatever they wanted him to do. They reach out for the best support for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They never relax, by the way. They find their own way. If it is not this, let's try this. If it is not this, let's try this, and so on and so on. The biggest support on earth at that time, his uncle Abu Talib. Because the one who took care of him, Abdul Muttalib, passed away, and now it is his uncle Abu Talib who take care of him in everything, wallahi. Shelter, money, food, security, safety, Abu Talib, Abu Talib, Abu Talib. Yet, amazingly enough, Abu Talib never came to Islam. Never did. The uncle. Yet, I will be more than willing to sacrifice for you, Muhammad, even my life. They went to him. As I told you, enemies of Islam never stop. They will exhaust all the means to sway you from Islam, to take you away from Islam, to convince you you do this because this is the best for you. Abu Talib, go to your nephew, tell him he does not accept money, does not accept prestige in ranking, does not accept to find him someone to treat him. It's the only one who can influence him, who can convince him, can persuade him to give up what he's saying, and then you take care of it. I say, Wallahi, if you're asking me to do that, I'll go to him and say, Muhammad, here is what they have been asking for. What do you think? Only the message. Here is what they have been asking for. Muhammad, what do you think? And of course, for any average person who received that huge support from his uncle, that safety, that security, that money, that shelter, everything, what he would tell his uncle? What he would tell his uncle? Wallahi, uncle, if that's the matter, okay. But for Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, wallahi, no. Straightforward. One statement. Very powerful. To the point. No matter what. Even if he lose everything with his uncle. Everything. After he say that statement, if he tells him out of this house, be in the street, no support, no safety, no security, no money, no shelter, no food, he is willing sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to accept it. والله يا عمي لو وضع الشمس في يميني والقمر في يساري على أن أترك هذا الأمر ما تركته أو أقتل دونه. الله أكبر يا محمد. Telling him to tell them to do the impossible, even though I will never give up Islam. My uncle, even if they bring sun to my right hand, bring sun down to my right hand, bring moon down to my left hand, in order to give up Islam, in order to sell Islam with a miserable price, I will never do, even if I have to die for it. That's Muhammad, your Nabi, and your Rasul, Habibuka, wa Mustafaka, wa Shafi'uka sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. How far we are from Muhammad, how willing we are to sacrifice, how willing to do exactly as he did, even with his uncle, even with the best support for you, even with the best, what should I say? my nephew, go do whatever you want to do. The answer from his uncle. Can't argue with it. Abu Talib, non-Muslim, never came to Islam. Just a matter of principle. I am taking care of you 100%. Do whatever you want to do. I will never object. I will never stop you. That's Abu Talib with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If you have someone in your life, non-Muslim, but very sincere, very dedicated, very close to you, and you made sure that he is one of the best friends you ever had, and you trust him, keep more connected with that friend. Because not every non-Muslim is that bad, la wallahi. And I'm sure you can tell me, in my business, I know some people who never be Muslim, never came to Islam, but when I'm dealing with them, they're dealing. Very precise. No cheating. Nothing. No manipulation. No. Keep them as your friends, as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did with Abu Talib. Because not everyone around us, outside that circle of Muslims, is bad. No. You will find some people who are really, really, really good people. Really good people. Because they stick with the principles of humanity. They know that you are struggling and striving, coming from somewhere, as they did in here, in order to manage your life, in order to succeed, in order to have the pleasure and the happiness and everything. They are in support of you. So be careful with that issue when you're dealing with it. Insha'Allah Rabbil Alameen. Tabyani, the question now, Ya Allah, some people do ask that question. Here's the half of the Quran. And here's Nabiyuka wa Rasuluka wa Habibuka. And here's people to come to Islam. Why you put Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in all of those difficulties, in all of those hardships, in all of those situations? Because isn't it he Rasuluka, Habibuka, Nabiyuka? Yes, but the test has to be there. The trial has to be there. The ibtila has to be there. The ikhtibar has to be there. Learn from it in your life. Ya Allah, yani, the business is not going that well, wallahi. I was planning to make that much, but I'm making only that little. What is happening? Keep struggling, keep striving. Allah is testing you. Allah would love to test you, how patient you are, how working so hard you do.